Jackets and the Maple Leafs getting together for the second time this week. Jody, sometimes you go for months without facing a team that's not in your division, but here the Blue Jackets get a chance to bounce back against a team they lost to on Monday.
A good team in Toronto, and it was such a well-played hockey game. Both teams thought they played well. The Maple Leafs came out on top, of course. So the Blue Jackets now, Bob, looking for a little revenge. So you got to love the home and home, and the Blue Jackets here tonight returning to action at Nationwide Arena.
And the Blue Jackets made a couple of mistakes in that game, and that's what cost them the game. One was in the third period. It was by Lucas Sedlak. He blew the coverage on a face-off play. Sedlak says he expects to be better tonight.
You make mistakes every day, so this one was a big one, but you know, as you said, hockey is a game of mistakes. We did a little bit more than them probably last game, and hopefully we will make more this time.
I like this. Lucas stays in the lineup. It's a mistake he knew right away as soon as it happened, and of course it ended up in the back of the net. That's fine. Mistakes are going to happen, but John Tortorella has found some confidence in his fourth line. That's a good thing for the Blue Jackets. They need this line to get clicking if they're going to do more damage.
When you look at the Blue Jackets' record, it's good overall, but it's better on the road than it is at home. Seth Jones says that's something he and his teammates have to correct, and they expect to do it starting tonight.
Oh yeah, we're not going to try to put on a show, but we're going to come out and be aggressive, and you know, whether that's drawing a penalty, making a big hit, something like that in the first 5 minutes of the game, just to get the fans involved, I think is very important when you're at home. I think having your home fans is a true advantage in this league, and like you said, we've kind of struggled here. We've won one, lost one, won one, lost one, and we have to kind of get on a roll here at home.
Seth Jones, you just love hearing from Seth. He's a leader in this organization. He understands what the players need to do. Nationwide Arena has got to be a tough place to play, and it's up to these guys in the Blue Jackets uniforms to do that. So look for Seth here to lead the way at home.
Well, you talked about Toronto being a good team, and we saw that on Monday, and let's look at some of the players that make them a good team. There are two that were very important in Monday's game. They stand out. John Tavares, who went there from the New York Islanders this summer as a free agent. Mitch Marner, who was playing with him on Monday when we last saw him. And then Morgan Riley, who has really put up a lot of points defensively.
Yeah, well, offensively, this guy is up in the rush all the time. He's got a knack and a nose for the net. And when there's a second wave of attack, it comes from the defense, and Morgan Riley has found that timing and the chemistry. So he is up there in defensive scoring in the National Hockey League. Up front, of course, Mitch Marner. This guy has got a really smart way of playing the game. He reads the play so well. He's quick. He's dynamic. He can read and make other players better. Dangerous for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And then John Tavares changed the organization in Toronto. He was a free agent motherlode signing for them. He's elite, he's strong, he's smart, and he's a guy that's going to be tough to defend, but the Blue Jackets have got to contain these two players up front if they want to beat the Leafs tonight.
Second of 3 meetings this year, and the Blue Jackets going to get 2 of them without Austin Matthews. This is a team in the Maple Leafs that just gets stronger.
Yeah, there's a couple players out. Nylander's unsigned. It's a lot of talk. He's got a deadline December 1st. And Austin Matthews, one of the best young players in the league. So, yeah, the Blue Jackets getting them at a pretty good time.
All right, let's check Beyond the Numbers, which is being brought to you by Telhio Credit Union. What's your number tonight?
The top line of the Columbus Blue Jackets is responsible for 14 points in the past 2 games. So my number tonight, 14.
And that line driven by Artemi Panarin, Pierre-Luc Dubois really picking up a lot of the slack there, too. And Cam Atkinson's been hot.
Cam Atkinson is on fire, and I think the chemistry, all 3 of these guys on this line. And you look at Dubois, he's a horse up there in the forecheck. When you watch him tonight, watch Panarin and Atkinson back out of the way. That line trusts each other. That's why they're getting production.
All right, that's going to do it for the Rink Report. For Jody, Shelley, I'm Bob McElligott. Enjoy the game.